Good morning. It's a great morning. It's Thursday, chapel day at school. Uh, I'm back. I had a few days off. I was able to take my wife away for a while to not only celebrate her birthday, which was yesterday, but also to help her to, kind of just envelop the issues of what's been going on lately in her life with, the death of her brother and some other issues in our family. And kind of, she was able to, just kind of grab hold of her emotions and able to grieve a little bit, but also able to enjoy the time away. We were able to go to movies. We were able to have dinners, breakfast, and just time to rest and relax. I got to the gym every day. And that was a good thing. And I met some really cool people as well. So it's always good to get away a little bit and have that time. And I thank, my employers, for giving us time off. It's hard at our school because both of us work at the same school to have us both off at the same time, but we appreciate that very much. And so, missed the kids, but I love the time away. So, guys, this is for those of you who are reading this, my students. We're anticipating a big snowstorm next week. Nothing better than snow days for teachers and students, right? But it also could be a dangerous storm too, with some ice and sleet and a lot of snow. And I have to remember our elderly folks and our handicapped folks. So take a look around your neighborhood, make sure you're ready for things, and look at your neighbors, young guys. Look to around, help your neighbors out, shovel their driveways, their sidewalks, things without even asking. Just go do it, and be able to help out others. But today is some scriptures that we know about being prepared for the snow that's coming, but also for the evil in this world and for the coming of Jesus Christ. So let's listen up to Paul's words from the book of Ephesians, chapter 6. Some familiar verses, but let's hear them intently today. Ephesians 6, verse 10 and following. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done it all, stand. Stand therefore. Gird your waist with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. And above all else, take the shield of faith, which will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. And take that helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful in this to this end, with all perseverance and supplication for the saints and for me, the utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. It's a challenge for us, as Paul was saying, in his day, but also in today, to speak the truth and to speak the truth in love. Many times people will criticize us for speaking the gospel, saying we need to ease off, we need to back down, or we need to, chill a little bit. But the word of God is still the word of God, and evil is more rampant today than ever, and evil is accepted today more than ever in our businesses, in our politicians, in our society, in our families. We just kind of brush off evil like it's no big deal. We don't want to see it for what it really is. And there are a lot of things out there today that are dangerous, and we need to be prepared. As Paul said, we need to be prepared head to toe spiritually to withstand the darts of the devil. We don't even know sometimes that it's coming from him, but it is. I was made aware yesterday of some of our new sayings that are out for a teenager. One of them is the 6-7 saying. And, we used to joke around with it like it was funny, but then the more research I found on it, and I was made aware of this by one of my colleagues, the person who started that in his songs worships false gods. And not to say that we're worshiping false gods by saying that, but we should never popularize, if you would, sayings of people who are not believers, because in a way we are putting that out there like we accept it, and it does put a stain on us as believers on the gospel of Christ, that we proliferate those kinds of things. So whether it's the lyrics of a song, a movie, supporting an actor or actress, supporting a movement that might have evil basis, evil foundations. We need to be very careful in our day-to-day as Christians that we only think on things which are good and pure and just and of good report, as Paul would say, and not to popularize sayings just because they're popular. We need to investigate, and I thank God for those around me who we help each other out make each other aware of the things that are out there so we can correct ourselves and make sure we don't, we tell our young people especially, this is what it is. Now, they're going to do what they want to do, obviously, but here's the choice. Choose this day whom you're going to serve. As for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. So if I have ever, done or said things that might have an evil foundation, I apologize, and I will no longer do that. And I'd like to be made aware of it. While we have to condone a lot of things in our world today, we don't have to accept them or publicize them or popularize them by using those sayings or those songs or those lyrics or those sayings or those T-shirts or whatever it might be, those banners. Let's be sure we are lifting up the banner of Christ and honoring Him, and let's hold each other accountable to that. So let's be strong in the Lord today. Let's be covered head to toe against Satan's darts, and let's have spiritual vision to see what's going on behind the curtain, if you would, so we can be made aware of it and make others aware as well. So have a great day. Looking forward to that story that's coming this weekend. God bless you all.